Our host gave us great welcome. Everyone was given a place, and supper was begun. He served the finest victuals you can think. The wine was strong, and we were glad to drink. A very striking man, our host withal, and fit to be a marshal in a hall. His eyes were bright, his girth a little wide. There is no finer Burgess in Cheapside. Bold in his speech, yet wise and full of tact, there was no manly attribute he lacked. What's more, he was a merry hearted man. After our meal, he jokingly began to talk of sport, among other things, after we'd settled up our reckonings. He said, as fellows, truly, gentlemen, you are very welcome, and I can't think when. Upon my word, I'm telling you no lie. I've seen a gathering here that looks so spry. No, not this year, at this tavern now. I'd think you up some fun, if I knew how. And as it happens, a thought has just occurred. Please you, costing nothing upon my word. You're off to Canterbury. Well, Godspeed. Blessed St. Thomas answer to your need. And I doubt, before the journey's done, that you mean to while the time in tales and fun. Indeed, there's little pleasure for your bones, riding along and all as dumb as stones. So let me then propose for your enjoyment, just as I said, a suitable employment. And if my notion suits and you agree, and promise to submit yourselves to me, playing your parts exactly as I say, tomorrow as you ride along the way, then by my father's soul, and he is dead, if you don't like it, you can have my head. Hold up your hands, and not another word. Well, our opinion was long deferred. It seemed not worth a serious debate. We all agreed to it at any rate, and bade him issue what commands he would. My lords, he said, now listen for your good, and please don't treat my notion with disdain. This is the point. I'll make short and plain. Each one of you shall help to make things slip by telling two stories on the outward trip to Canterbury. That's what I intend. And on the homeward way to journey's end, another two tales from the days of old. And then the man whose story is best told, that is to say, who gives the fullest measure of good morality and general pleasure, he shall be given supper paid by all, here in this tavern, in this very hall. When we come back again from Canterbury, and in the hope to keep you bright and merry, I'll go along with you, myself and ride, all at my own expense, and serve as guide. I'll be judge, and those who won't obey shall pay for what we spend upon the way. Now, if you all agree to what you've heard, tell me at once and without another word, and I will make arrangements early for it. Of course, we all agreed. In fact, we swore to it. Delightedly, we made entreaty to that he should act as he proposed to do, became our governor, in short, and be judge of our tales and general referee, and set the supper at a certain price. We promise to be ruled by his advice. Come high, come low, unanimously thus, we set him up in judgment over us. More wine was fetched, the business being done. We drank it off, and up went every one to bed without a moment delay. Early morning, at the spring of day, up rose our host and roused us like a cock, gathering us together in a flock. And off we rode at slightly faster pace than walking to St. Thomas's watering place. And there our host drew up, began to ease his horse, and said, now listen, if you please. My lords, remember what you promised me. If Evan Song and Martins will agree, let us see who shall begin to tell a tale. And as I hope to drink good wine and ale, I'll be your judge. The rebel who disobeys, however much the journey costs, he pays. Now draw four and cut, and we can depart. The man who draws the shortest cut shall start. Good afternoon.